Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward having words, whether I just called it regular throwing. We used to call it throwing, Shaun. You and I would just call it throwing out in the park with wideouts and shit. And have you seen this? Him calling out Shedeur apparently and all
Yeah,
this?
I saw it.
What's your take on this real quick before Smitty has a question for you? What's your take on this? And to me, it's a common denominator. Shaun King's the quarterback coach of a lot of these guys. They get together in the park out in Miami or wherever, and they get together, and they're all boys anyway through either Elite 11s or 7-on-7s or camps. They all know each other now through social media. And Cam Ward's known to talk shit anyway. My buddy coached him and said this, and he just talks shit. I love it. He's like, hey, JB's like you were, talking shit to wideout, DBs, work ethic, all that. To me, it's just it's just what we did and what we do. I don't take it really bigger than that. But I do take it this way. You start to fuck with the bear, which is Shedeur Sanders in the social media world. Cam Ward, you better shit or get off the pot because all eyes are on you too now because you're at Miami. So go ahead, Shaun, on that deal.
You could do a whole show on this clip.
Ooh.
There's so many different ways to watch it. Let me start with the actual friendship that Cam and Shedeur have. They are actually friends. Like two kids, if I'm not mistaken, I think Cam is from Texas as well. They've known each other for a while. Cam went to Washington State. Shedeur ended up in Colorado. They competed against each other last year. The competitive baseline that real friendships operate on is I'm better than you, and I'm going to prove it. That's the way this starts. Cam thinks he's the Heisman winner this year. Shedeur thinks he's the Heisman winner. Cam thinks he's going to be the number one pick. Shedeur thinks he's going to be the number one pick. But they're friends. So there's not animosity there. It's just competition.
Right.
Secondly, why in the hell is this being filmed? There's a whole nother hour worth of just what is well-off media doing filming this. Thirdly, obviously Shedeur Sanders ain't really putting that work in. And it's one of the things that I've always wondered. So much of his off-season work is off the campus of Colorado. It's always, we in Miami, we going on the yacht tonight, so like we on the beach. We're going to film a little clip of us doing something. Like we in Atlanta, we're going here, we got a concert tonight, so we had a local product. All of it saying, hey, he might be getting it in, and I've never judged him, but in the back of my mind, I know what that grind looks like.
Right.
And for Cam to call him out, it's almost like Cam telling him like, hey, man, look, that was BS today. I've seen you work hard. That wasn't you really, really getting it. Yeah. And if you listen to Shedeur's response, he kind of admits, okay, I'm coming back tomorrow. We're gonna see what you're talking about. Like, so it's nothing in between those two. It's just a lot of different dynamics about why this is a fascinating 25 seconds of film that I wish we never saw.
I agree. It's that Deion Sanders Jr.'s film. I think that's his media company. Yeah, I think, yeah, well-off. Yeah, and here's the thing, Shaun.
I showed him love.
I showed him love.
And Shaun, my boy coached him. Remember, Cam Ward started at Incarnate Word in Texas.
Right.
A small.
You know what I thought? You know what I thought about Cam Ward? Out of all the kids in the country, he's probably one of the ones that I would love to be able to coach.
Because of that transition from Incarnate Word to Wazoo, yeah.
He's so talented. I remember being so frustrated last year when Washington State played USC. And just his body language. And I could tell, like, he's still not mentally mature when it comes to being on an emotional roller coaster during a game. Like, a couple of things went bad early, and he got in his feelings. And, you know, but he's so talented. I would love to have a chance to coach a kid like that and really turn him into, like, a killer. You know, where he got bulletproof emotions, where nothing gets to him good or bad, where he stays locked in on the task at hand. Like, if it's one thing about him, that's why I feel like he's still immature. His emotions go up and down. And some of that might be like JB said, because he's so used to being a trash talker. You think, well, if you talk trash, you got to be emotional. Because you're going to meet some cats that are going to come back at you. Your emotions going to have to go up. You know, you're going to meet some cats that just take it. You know, you can kind of – he doesn't have bulletproof emotions yet in between the first whistle and the last whistle. Man, I would love to coach Cam.
Nah, for sure, man. Another question before we move on that JB asked me earlier today was, who will win more games this year? Will it be Colorado or the U? in your opinion? I chose Miami. I'm just looking at I think they have a very favorable schedule outside of week 3. And I just think that it's kind of like JB always says, shit or get off the pot. And I think for them, Steve Kim talks about it. If they win less than double-digit games this year, it's kind of a disappointment for everything they've put together there at the U, in my opinion, where Colorado, if they win 7 or 8 games, in my view, I think that's a pretty damn good second year, pretty good season. But what's your take, though, Shaun? Who do you think will win more games this year?
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
Colorado's early schedule is a lot tougher. You know, they've got to be on their game. Hell, the first. I mean, I don't think they've got a gimme game on their schedule. I mean, North Dakota State is one of the best.
Yep.
FCS schools in the world. Nebraska, people are talking about them making the college football playoff. You saw how Jay Norvell got his squad, Colorado State, up for the Colorado game. Now that game is at Colorado State. Baylor's not going to be easy. UCF's going to be a lot better. Kansas State, Arizona, Cincy, Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas, Oklahoma State. Like, I'm not saying that they can't beat all of those teams. I'm just saying doesn't really look like a whole lot of gimme games on their schedule. And when you go to Miami, Florida's not Florida this year. Now, first game of the season, kids make mistakes. You know, things can happen. But Florida's not the Florida we're accustomed to. They're going to obliterate FAMU. They play some school that likes to play during the week in week 3, Ball State.
That's going to be a tough one.
Right. Now, at USF could be tricky because USF will be better. And then Virginia Tech's good. I don't know if you guys know that quarterback and receiver Virginia Tech got. They can play. At Cal, just the travel alone. Miami is the most southern part of Florida. You got to go all the way out to University of California. How do your kids handle that? 3-hour time difference. That game going to feel like it's an early, Louisville's going to be good. Florida State's going to be good. You know, I don't know what Duke kept. I know the quarterback left. Georgia Tech was playing a lot better last year. Almost, they did beat Miami. Wasn't that the game where Miami didn't kneel the ball?
Oh, that bad decision, late game, yep.
Yeah. So I would say Miami just on schedule difficulty because I think Colorado's schedule's tough.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that, man. But here soon, I think JB said we're 7 weeks away from actually getting to the nitty gritty and the season starting. So here soon.